Somebody wants you to want them too. That's a song by Marvin Gaye called I Want You, but they want you to want them too. I feel like you're into them, but this feels unfair. It feels like they're trying to apply pressure and you just met them. But this feels unfair because you just met them and they're really into you and their expectation. This could be an emperor because it feels very controlling. Maybe this person is used to being in control. They're embodying an emperor is what I'm trying to say, not the traditional, the person's married and all that, but they're embodying this energy of control. And it feels like they're like, okay, I'm really into you, so are you into me, are you into me? But you just met them. Tell me about this situation. Okay, so we have the 5 of cups. This person feels like their world has crashed and burned. Okay, they feel like their world has crashed and burned. Tell me more. We have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, they're sad because they feel like um they're really into you, right? They're really into you, but they feel like now their world has crashed and burned. 8 of Wands. Okay. You could have verbalized some disappointment relating to this person. 5 of Cups. This is a missed opportunity. This is a missed opportunity. But on the flip side for you, you didn't lose anything because you're the Queen of Wands. Whenever you're dealing with a Queen of Wands, a King of Wands, a Queen of Swords, a King of Swords, those type of individuals, doesn't matter the sun sign. I'm talking about the energy. Okay. I'm talking about the energy. Whenever you're dealing with those types of people, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, you got to be quick and decisive because a Queen of Wands and a King of Wands don't have time. They're gone. They're gone. And not in a low vibrational way of do you like me? Okay, you don't like me. Okay, I'm out. But it's they don't they don't chase, they don't wait around. A King of Wands, the energy, because it's masculine, it will pursue someone of value only after they've assessed that this isn't game plan. Okay, but they will drop you real quick. And I feel like you're in that energy because we got the Queen of Wands here. And also the King Queen of Swords. The King Queen of Swords will assess their they will observe, excuse me. They'll have a conversation, they'll ask questions. If you, you know, if you're not direct with them, they'll disappear on you as well. So, I feel like this person lost out on an opportunity with a Queen of Wands. 5 of Cups is here, so this person feels very defeated, regretful even. This person regrets. I feel like they regret their behavior. Tell me about the 8 of Wands. The Fool. They regret not replying, not taking a okay, so this is repetitive because I've already done this message already. Because we have the Fool. So with the 8 of Wands, this person regrets not taking risk, not jumping to, not how should I say? Yeah, I mean, because the Fool is about taking a leap of faith, right? So this person regrets not taking a leap towards you, not responding, not showing that they are interested, not pursuing you the way that they initially wanted to pursue you. Yeah, there's something off about this, but it feels like that person could have pulled back because they wanted you to want them the way that they want you, but you just met them. Okay, tell me more. Yeah, I've already done this message already. Tell me more about this. Tell me more. The Hangman. They see it. If this person didn't understand, they understand now. They're definitely seeing things from your perspective. And what your perspective is, well, you didn't show that you're interested, so I'm out. Tell me about the Hangman. We have the Queen, excuse me, not the Queen, the Page of Wands. Yeah. Well, and you know what? You know what's so interesting? They're also seeing that you're just like them. And I know some of you are like, Ancient, what do you mean? How are they just like me when they didn't answer? What? Yeah, because they would have done the same thing. Like, that's the thing. They would have done the same thing, and they have done the same thing where they've asked someone, "Are you into me?" Okay, no, then I'm out. Like, you two are very much alike. This person, they messed this up. Stupid. I'm irritated. I'm really irritated because this person dropped the ball when it came to you. I'm so irritated. This is probably the only reading that I've ever felt this irritated about because you two could have actually had a really good relationship. But this person was tripping. They got too excited too quickly. Does it make sense? Now, I'm not telling you this to feel bad and be like, "Oh, go back to them or reach out." No, 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 no. I'm just explaining the situation. I'm explaining the scenario. And it feels like this person dropped the ball and you two are very, very similar. A lot in common here. Um, let's see. The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. They also see you're someone you don't have time to wait around and all that stuff. You're way too independent. They like that. They like the fact that you're independent and direct, but I think it caught them off guard, which is kind of weird that it caught this person off guard um because um because the way that they treated the situation, it just feels like they didn't expect you to be this strong. Or maybe they expected a little bit more theatrics from you. Maybe they expected theatrics, and you're not someone that is theatrical. You're not going to make a scene. Maybe back in the day when you were younger and low vibe, you would make a scene like, "Oh hell no." But that's not what this feels like. Okay. Tell me more. Okay, so what's going on with this person? I feel like this person is jacked up. I'm just going to be honest. They kind of deserve it because this was stupid. They handled you incorrectly. I think this person needs to take a break from social media because what happened is that all the drama or the people that they dealt with that dragged them and put them through the ringer, they projected that energy towards you when you came in. They didn't recognize an empress or an emperor, okay? Or someone that's in the Nine of Pentacles energy. They didn't recognize it. So they're bad. Okay. Um Okay. So what's going on with this person? Tell me what's going on in their head. We just being nosy, okay? I just heard you snooze, you lose. Told you the Ten of Swords. I told you. I told you. I told you. The Ten of Swords, betrayal. They feel they're not happy about this at all. And there's no way, for some of them, there's no way they can get in contact with you to fix this. Absolutely no way. 'Cause especially if you were online or something and you blocked them or deleted them, they have no way. Maybe they don't even know your last name. Maybe they don't even know your real name. Maybe you were dealing with them from like like if you're an app, maybe you had like a nickname or something. So there's no way they can find you. They don't have your social media. They could live in a different country. I mean, this is Nine of Swords. This person is jacked up. I don't even care. Usually y'all know how I am, right? Usually y'all don't be jumping on sides, but I'm taking sides right now because this is crazy. I'm actually really irritated. This person shouldn't have done that because and I think you feel that too, but you're not crying about it. You're not in your emotions. You're the king and queen of swords. You're the king and queen of wands. You're like, well, oh well, on to the next. Like that's how you feel about it, which is fantastic that you're so detached because you know that this isn't your fault, right? Um, but it still sucks. It still sucks because there was genuine interest here. We have with this Ten of Swords. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, I'm gonna tell you. So this person feels betrayed. They can't get in contact with you. Not betrayed, but they feel like they betrayed the situation or they're just heartbroken. Um, we have the Nine of Swords, the Lovers, and we have the Knight of Wands, and we have the Five of Wands and the Four of Swords. You ran from this person and you felt like this was toxic. You were like, oh, nah, 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 nah. See, the Nine of Wands and the Five of Wands, this person, that's someone that wants attention. They kind of want more passion, and that's not how you get it. You cannot get passion from someone you just met, okay? And they could be like, if they're online, there's other people that's doing that with them. And so they think that that's normal, okay? And it's not. Those people, they have a these women or men, whoever they're talking to is, they're low vibe. And when you call somebody low vibrational, I want to make this very clear. When you refer to somebody as low vibrational, that's not being judgmental. That's just establishing where they are at spiritually. Okay. Because when people now, that term is going around low vibe, low vibe, low vibe, as if it's kind of like a condemnation or someone's being judgmental. No, you're just assessing someone's spiritual inventory and where they are at in terms of their emotional intelligence. That's all you're doing. Some of you guys used to be low vibe, and you know that because you can say, well, yeah, back when I was 20, I was a hot mess. And there's nothing wrong with being low vibe. Okay. Low vibrational individuals are people that need to heal some sort of pattern. Okay, so I just want to make that clear because that term is so mainstream, and I think a lot of people just use it now just to use it. But this person is used to dealing with low vibrational people. A lot of people online that need healing, that need direction, that don't even know that they're in a cycle, in a circle of complete disarray and chaos. So this person is used to that. They're used to this weird attention, and you didn't do that with them. So we have the Lovers. Okay. And we have the Nine of Swords. This person is so anxious. They feel like they chased you away. They did. With their antics, they absolutely did. Tell me about this Ten of Swords. And you know what? Some of you are about to get I don't know why I'm getting this. Some of you, because you passed that test with that, you didn't play into that person's game. Because back in the day when you were low vibe and toxic, you would have played into the game. I know some of y'all laughing like, yeah, I would have. But you didn't play into the game. Like, you did it. You were like, see ya. Bye. Adios. Sayonara. Au revoir. Whatever language you speak, you're like, I'm out. So tell me about this Ten of Swords. So what I was going to say is because you didn't play into that game with this person, the universe is going to reward you with someone. I don't know. That just came to me. But you're not going to, it's going to be like unexpected. You're not going to see this person coming, and it's meant to be that way. So the person that you're going to get is better, like 1,000 times better than this person. I feel like this person had great attributes. Maybe they were stable, attractive, but they had definitely some issues going on. Okay. So we have the Four of Swords. So you needed to take a break from that person. Okay. Tell me more. The person's thinking. They're thinking about what you said to them. They are. So their karma is that they didn't get a chance to start anything with you. Your karma is that you ended it, you didn't play games, and now the universe is going to bless you with someone. That those cards didn't come out, but I know for the Queen of Pentacles. What I tell you, you stayed in your power. Doesn't matter. It does not matter your gender. You stayed in your power. The Knight of Wands. I told you. Tell me more. Tell me more about this Knight of Wands. The Six of Swords. I told you. The Knight of Wands is like, wait, but, I want to clarify, but, wait, Queen of Pentacles is like, nah, you said your piece, and that's that. Very mature energy. I love this. Extremely mature. Just because somebody's acting like a jackass Or just because someone's low vibe does not mean you stoop down to their level. You just leave. You just leave. And people say, well, it's easier said than done. No, it is easy when you are high vibrational and you've healed. It's very easy. It's very easy to detach. It doesn't mean that you're not irritated. It doesn't mean you might, maybe you'll shed a tear. Maybe you won't. It doesn't mean that you won't experience some sort of human emotion. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. And if you do, that's fine. But the ability to cut people off when they show you their hand or they don't show you their hand is beautiful. I've always said mastering the king and queen of swords is the hardest energy to master because it requires you to be honest with yourself and be honest with situations. And you cut people off when they're not showing you or treating you appropriately. Okay, so temperance, you're at peace. You said your piece, but they're not. The magician, yeah. See, you put a stop to it. You put a stop to the silence. Okay, this person was ignoring you. Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So you put a stop to whatever this person was doing, whatever they were trying to create with you. You put a stop to it by asking questions. Okay, you put a stop to it. It's like this. It's like somebody trying to. Okay, let me just give you guys an example. I'm not saying this is what happened, but it's like someone alluding to wanting to be in a relationship, alluding to it, but not saying it, not saying, yeah, I want to be in a relationship. I like, they maybe they tell you that they like you or they're showing some sort of action that they like you, but you're unsure. A low vibrational person that is afraid to be the king and queen of swords won't ask questions because they're like, well, if I ask questions, I might chase them away, or what if this and what if that? What. But a person that's in the king, queen of swords, I'd be like, okay, so what's up? Like, what's this? Okay, so we have the high priestess. Yeah, see, your intuition was calling this out. Your intuition was like, yeah, something's off. Your intuition was like, nah, seven of swords. Yeah. Even if this person was doing it to get attention or whatever the heck this person was doing, your intuition was telling you to walk away, and you did. Talking about the high priestess. And you left with your integrity intact. Okay. Tell me about the high priestess. See? The Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups. You got out of there. Okay, so let's see. Anything else about this person? I'm also going to pick up on a future energy. I'm going to do a part two because I feel like there's somebody coming and I don't think you're supposed to know, and I don't want to get in trouble with the universe. The universe is like, well, they're not supposed to know, so why are you going to? I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Let's see. There's somebody coming though, for sure. Temperance. Okay, so Temperance, the Two of Wands. They learned a lesson from you walking away. Oh my goodness, they learned. They did, this person. They know they messed this up. They're gonna try to be at peace with it because there's nothing that they can do, the Two of Wands. Um, it's also being revealed to them that they did not, the Hermit. Yeah. It's being revealed to them that they didn't pursue you. And with this Temperance being here, this means that this was ordained by the universe. The universe was trying to put you together with this person. This is nuts. That's why I'm irritated. Like, you win, you're going to get positive karma, but they just messed this up. Because the universe had this door wide open, the Two of Wands, which is you, and all they had to do was walk through that door. Whether it be respond to a message, whether that be like, I don't know, they just didn't walk through that door to pursue you or take the olive branch, whatever the heck it was. And so they're reflecting on themselves, the hermit. Um, the self-reflection is real. And the hermit represents a lesson learned, the tower. This person is having a tower moment. The tower moment is like, oh my God, why didn't I walk through the door? Well, tell me about the tower, the Knight of Swords. This person is panicking. The Eight of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. Well, tell me about the Knight of Swords. The Chariot and the Nine of Cups. This person was like, this could have been good for me. I should have just tried, or I should have had the courage to just try. This person just gave up too quick and you just met them. With, makes no sense. If this is a repetitive message, the person that ignored you, okay, this person could have ignored you and pretended like maybe they told you that they were into you and then they ignored you, and then they're thinking to themselves, okay, but I was really into this person, then I ignored them. Why did I do that? Well, Five of Pentacles. This person breadcrumbed themselves, the Emperor, and Three of Wands. You're out. All right, I'm gonna leave this here because I'm gonna do a part two. The part two, let's get off this person. There's somebody else coming in for you. I can feel it. There's somebody else. If this story resonates, there's somebody else coming. All right, I'm gonna see you over there. Thank you so much for listening. I'll talk to you soon.